MiniWarGaming's Beat the Cooler Bat Rep!
Hey there, MiniWarGamers. Owen here from MiniWarGaming, here to bring you another Warmachine battle report. This time, me and Spencer are going to play. It was Spencer, right? I'm not messing that up. Okay, good. I did remember. And we're playing 25 points of Cryx up against Troll. No, you're not trolls.
Circle.
That's it.
Yeah.
They're like trolls, only quicker, and they don't get back up when you hit them real hard.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. We'll show you the armies, and then we'll see how this battle goes. Here we are, 25 points of Cryx. We have Lord Venethrax. We've got Nightmare, Pistol Wraith, full unit of Blood Witches with the UA, the Hag, and then full unit of Banes with the UA. Bam. Point them out.
Alright, so we've got Epic Kaya and Laris, Feral Warpwolf, Old Warden, Argus, Gorax, and a Druid Wilder.
There you have it. So here we are, lined up with the Cryx, the 7 circle monsters that are going to go up against me, and I don't remember the name of this scenario. Playing Into the Breach. 1 flag, dominate for 1, capture dominate for 1 or 2. And I have first turn. So I had messed up for point costs. It should have been her, not the Pistol Wraith. Turn 1 starts off with my Witch moving up and using Power Booster on Nightmare. That way I can give him just 1 free focus, essentially. Keep a little bit of the focus still on Venethrax. And then after that, I have Venethrax spend 3 and cast Lamentation on himself. Then he spends 2 and do Soul Harvester onto the Banes. And then he goes and charges against one of his critters at the far end, just to get the extra movement. And that's about it. So he moves up with Lamentation and some focus. Nightmare charges, or runs rather, up across the board, and right now his prey is one of the Warp Wolves, or is the Warp Wolf. And now I've got my Banes moving up across the board. They're running as well. Just like all turn 1s in Warmachine, or not all, but most turn 1s, you just run and run and run. So they all run up, just trying to get towards the zone, because Banes are great. They're pretty cheap, they get in there, they hit really hard, and the Dark Shroud really makes them just that much better. And then I made sure that they're all within command, and have my banner behind the wall, because the banner gives them all tough. My Blood Witches, they end up running up next. And basically, I like Blood Witches a lot, though I only really like them with P Scar. I find otherwise they just don't really have the hitting power. That said, the Blood Hag, giving them the mini feat for Incorporeal, there's never a time when that's not a great thing to have. At least to get you can run in, feat, and then they really are limited in what they can do to try and stop you from counterattacking. And then you can attack with a whole bunch of gang attacks, and you tend to do pretty well. Here we are moving into the circle turn, and he runs Laris into the woods. Then runs his solo into the woods there, the Wayfarer. His Gorax runs up, and of course that gives him a little bit of a fury there. Laris runs for free. His caster moves up, moving 7. She casts Forced Evolution onto the first wolf there, who then moves up into the zone. Then he has his other wolf move up and kind of look in front of the Warp Wolf there, and then the Megalith move up and sit in the zone. So I upkeep Lamentation for 1, and I drop Soul Harvester because I realize that it's going to be all up to Nightmare, so I give 3 focus to Nightmare, who charges the Warp Wolf, which is his prey, so he gets with another 2 inches for his movement, thanks to the fact that he was just barely close enough. So I charge in there. First attack, hitting on a 6, he hits because he's mat 10 thanks to prey. And he does dice plus 2 damage, so he does 16 points of damage to 3. So we are using the app, or at least Spencer was using the app, so we do use that to keep track of the damage there. And now his second initial with his tusks, which hit, and does 8 points of damage. It's only dice plus 2 on those ones. And then his other claw hits, and or does minus 2. This is his tusks, sorry. And that kills him. So he used all 3 of his initials to kill him. Here we go. Now I'm switching my prey to the Gorax. I buy an attack with one of my claws, which hits. Does 7 points of damage, dice plus 2. And then I get to buy another attack with my claw, or my other claw rather. Doesn't really matter. He hits. And then dice plus 2, 11 points, or sorry, 13 points of damage. And he goes down to just 2 points left on his spirit. Here I've got my Blood Witches just running up. They pop their mini feat and then run up to get closer, and basically I close in because I wanted the Blood Hag especially to be there so that he can't heal his beasts. And then I just run in my Banes because Banes get in the way. They've got tough, and you can't just walk away from them or they will hit you really hard. And then I have my Warwitch Siren run up and just kind of get into the zone. And then I have Venethrax just kind of walk up and stand right in the center of those 3 Banes. Bam! And that is the end of Cryx's turn 2. So after this circle turn, I'll be able to start scoring points. So he does move back with his caster, and then pops his feet, and drops all of his fury. So he has the first little critter, the Argus, buy an attack, the Nightmare, and then boost the damage. So he boosted hit, boosted the damage, and he rolls triple 1s for damage. Like, just a brutal roll. And so I take 1 point of damage. Ouch. And then he teleports away over to his caster. The Wold Warden moves over and goes to attack him. First initial, boosting the hit, and he hits. And it's dice -3, and he rolls just unlucky again, so he only does 1 point of damage to my 5. And then he gets his second attack, which he boosts to hit, which hits as well. And then it's dice -3, and there we go, pretty good hit there. He does 5 points, nearly taking out my one side there. He gets a third initial with his chain attack smite, and slams me 6 inches straight back through the witches. Now, I wasn't 100%, I couldn't figure it out in the rules, but from what I understood, incorporeal meant that they would be immune to the damage from the slam, so I did not take it. Leave a comment below, let me know if that is not the case. But from what I understood, if you're incorporeal, you're not going to get hit by anything non-magical, and collateral damage would not apply. So, let me know. May have made a mistake there, might have killed a few blood witches, but yeah, just want to know that in the future. So the Gorax runs in. He's got a boost to get 2 dice to hit because his body and mind are gone. And unfortunately, he misses both times, and he buys an attack for his last one, just trying to get a 6, which he misses again. So still terrible rolls, or just, it's just the bad rolls that are really getting him here. Nightmare should be dead right now, but he does kill my Bane on the other side with Laris, but I do make my tough, so I am just knocked down. He buys an attack, which automatically hits and kills me again. And I don't make my tough that time. So that is the end of that Bane. And thanks to his feat, he can pull her right back into anywhere within 3. And Wayfarer moves back and takes off the fury from Laris. So here we go. Upkeep Lamentation on my Venethrax, who's standing in the midst of the zone. But that Gorax is still alive, so unfortunately couldn't really do anything there. I spend a focus to stand up Nightmare and basically get him in the way, or get him ready to go. The Banes, they just do a move order, like they're just walking around, because I know that, or no, they did charge / run, that's what it was. So the few of them are running, or rather most of them are running. A few of them charged in though, just to hit the Gorax a few times, or get in position to, so that Venethrax can walk up, and because of Dark Shroud, he's got -2 armor, and then I cast Dragon Slayer on myself, which I'm not sure why I upkept Lamentation if I planned on doing this, but I did it anyway. So I hit him, and then it's charge, he's a War Beast, and I'm POW 16, and he's -2 armor, and I kill him. And just because I'm Venethrax, I actually take his fury as focus for myself. The witches then run up, and basically I just barricade the entrance to the zone with just bodies, trying to stop him from being able to get around. Nightmare, I debated a bit where I wanted him to go, and finally he just joined the zone as well. So here we go. He's gotta get in the zone. Because I've started scoring points. I scored points right there, so here we go. He decides that he's gonna cast Dogpile on my witches, which hits, and then he slams into her, or does a slam order. So here we go, he slams into her, boosting the hit, or rather not boosting the hit. He needed a 7 and he fails to hit, so once again the dice get him again. He buys another attack against the Bane, which kills it, but no, yeah, it kills it. So it kills that Bane. He then buys yet another attack against the other Bane on the other side, which misses. And now here we've got the other wolf running in there. He needs an 8 to hit, which he boosts and hits, and then it kills her because witches do not take hits very well, but that's why they have such high defense. Second attack got boosted and missed, and then the third attack He hits on an 8 and kills her. Here we go. Lars charges in against a couple Banes here. First attack on the charge attack Bane hits, and I do believe that this is more than enough to drop that Bane, which it is, but I do get my tough, which I failed. And so that's the end of that Bane. Here we go. Buys an attack against the other Bane there. Misses. So he buys yet another attack, which misses. Oh, the dice were just brutal. Buys another attack, and he misses again. He couldn't roll more than like 4 on 3. It was the dice on this game really got him. I mean, that was rough. Anyway, he charges in with his caster against the Bane there, and of course she has flank War Beast, so she'll get +2 to hit, which hits, and then an additional die on damage, plus she charged, so she gets 4 dice damage. Bam. Tough roll. Not tough. And that is the end of that Bane. But unfortunately, he is out of stuff to do now. So Venethrax got 1 soul for having killed the Gorax, and then I decided that I'm going to keep all of it while upkeeping Dragon Soul. So I move my witches. They just kind of gather around. They're going to go all cheerleading and watch as Venethrax goes in and just kills everything. At least that's my intent. And so everybody kind of moves around. I have my old witch standing right in front, or not my old witch, but my hag standing there so that they do not get healing, or they can't be healed rather. I've got my Banes walk up because I want to get the Dark Shroud all over the place. I don't think I even attack with the Banes. And then Venethrax charges in, going for the Argus. And he stands just like that. So he's got reach, first attack, boosting to hit, and I need a 7, which I easily hit. So his armor's 14, so it's dice +2. It actually should have been dice +4 because I didn't take into account Shrouded, but as you can see, it was still pretty bad. 19 points of damage to his 1. I buy and boost an attack, which hits, and it kills him. So I take his Fury as more focus for myself, and then I spend 1 of those to attack the Walker, or the Warden, and I do 9 points of damage to his 2, and then I buy an attack, which hits, and then it's -2. It should have been dice, actually. I think I've taken into account now that it is dice damage thanks to Dark Shroud. So I buy an attack, which hits, and then dice damage once again. Oh, gotta reroll the 2, because once again, anything that is not flat on the board will be rerolled. So it looked like I was kind of doing it just because it was unlucky, but we had made it clear, I made it clear to him at the beginning, was if the dice doesn't lay flat on the table, it gets re-rolled, whether it's good or bad. So he then kills the Warden and reaves its Fury and takes it as more focus for himself. He buys an attack against the dog and boosts the hit because he needs a 7 to hit it, which he does. And then it's dice +4, 17 damage to the 4. And then he buys an attack, and I don't boost it. I need a 7, which I promptly get, and it kills him, but he didn't have any Fury, so I can't reave that for myself. And so Nightmare, his new prey, is his caster, walks over because he gets the plus speed. Mat 10 against his prey, so he hits, and it's dice plus, so dice +4, and I roll 15. Which just kills
that's the game.
Yes, it was a caster kill. And yeah, Venethrax. That happened.
He's pretty awful.
That happened, yeah. What would you have done differently? What could you have done differently? I think had you gone for like a hard flank, as opposed to trying to go straight up against me.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't really know a lot that Kaya can do. I know she can jump in and out. Losing that Warp Wolf right away, it was a mistake getting too close to Nightmare, because if you had been like an inch away, I wouldn't have had the extra 2-inch charge.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Other than that, I had a lot of Banes. You didn't really have a counter to that, or Venethrax.
No, that's okay.
We'll play another game, and we'll see how that one goes when I switch to Kador. If you want to see Spencer and I battle it out again, click below to join the MiniWarGaming Vault and get a 7-day free trial. Inside you'll get access to many more battle reports and painting tips, all associated to MiniWarGaming and wargaming in general. Happy wargaming.